Shabba stink like Ali get up on. The scheme hot today, we are the weatherman. A boy shoulda drop, but the beretta jam. Long time we no kill a man. So we circle lemons like the little man. Set a bomb, make a jam, top rain fall. So we must catch a man. That's the echo when the grabba. Scheme hot like Shabba motherfucker. Shot fire, every man a drop flat. Everybody's trapped, every pan a knock. Still like the rims and the Cadillac. When the M1 a knock. Shot fire, every man a drop flat. We run ya so.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Live Hangouts. Shout out to Swagger Magazine. Shout out to Frankito Arias.
Shout out to Fronto Empire, you know.
Happy early. Let me get my AirPods for this one. Do I have my AirPods here? Hold on, let me get my AirPods. I have a lot of questions about weed today. And I think I got the right person.
Everybody that's on right now, at Fronto, FORNTOEMPIRE right now. Follow us right now.
You sound echoey. Where's your audio coming from? There you go. Move the bottom mic. Yeah, it's better. It's muffled before. Say what you said before. Again.
I need everybody to follow Fronto Empire at FRONTOEMPIRE right now. You need to follow. Those are my sponsors for the night. Big Fronto team, ruthlessly for New York City right now. We have the best clean Fronto grabba. We also have events. We partner up with a lot of people.
What is Fronto?
Fronto is basically like a subsidiary, I would say, to you being able to smoke with paper. Some people smoke it natural. Some people smoke it heated up, which they call it grabba, and then you crush it up and you mix it with your marijuana, and then you roll it up in a paper. Some people do it with grabba and Fronto. It's about, yes.
Also, it like helps accelerate the high.
It gives it a boost. Oh, shout out to Fronto Empire. They live in the building. Bow, 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 bow.
That's what. So I went out to Tobago one time, and people were like smoking weed on the beach, but they were using like tobacco from the cigarette.
Okay.
Is that different than Fronto?
Yeah, very much different. That's gonna give you a high, which is I don't even know how to explain that, because you're really smoking weed and then you're smoking cigarettes at the same time. So you will be in a different elevated state of mind, like I would say.
Okay.
And then the nicotine also is gonna boost the marijuana too.
Right. Okay. So that's what people were saying. It's like a nicotine thing as well. I know a lot of people who smoke weed, they go smoke a cigarette after it. I don't do it that way. But I was trying to see like if there's an element or something that, I don't know. But anyway, welcome to Live Hangouts. Thank you, Frankito. Tahyira Savanna, that's me. I let the good times roll. We're here every week, 9 p.m. on the Swagger Magazine and Network. Tahyira Savanna is a lifestyle journalist and host. You can follow me on all social medias by searching Tahyira, literally on Google. Frankito is a lifestyle cannabis connoisseur and actor from Los Angeles. He's worked with multiple marijuana brands in New York City since it became legal. Shout out to it being legal in 2021. He launched his own lifestyle brand called Funny, F-U-N-Y, an acronym for Forever Urban New York, in 2015. After pursuing his dreams in Hollywood pre-pandemic, before the pandemic, he's planning on returning sometime next year. That's what you said, right? 2024, whatever, maybe this year. And then 2020, this is like really important. I like this part of your bio. He became a local mental health advocate via Zoom to help folks stay above water when everything was broken. So that's really where it brings our conversation down here, because yes, marijuana is funny to talk about it. It is a drug use kind of thing, But there are a lot of benefits, right? Isn't there?
Yes. Too much benefits to it.
So that's my first question. What does marijuana really mean to you? And are there any benefits that you could share with our audience tonight?
What it means to me, it might be different to what it means to a lot of people. Marijuana is being used for stress relievers, depression, anxiety. So it all depends how you want to use it and classify it.
Personally for you.
No, I'm just using it again.
All those things work for you?
Right. So to me personally, it just means so many different stages of like my everyday life where I'm working, if I'm stressed out, like if things is not really going your way, sometimes, you know, you want to get to that elevated space where you can now think for your own and have that space where you feel kind of calm and centered with yourself.
So in that whole line, it's like weed is my best friend. It's like that kind of thing. It's like a persona.
I don't want to say like that because it kind of sounds like you're encouraging people to smoke, which I really don't do that. If you want to smoke, you smoke on your own. Cool. You want some tips, health questions? Me and my friends here at Fronto Empire have nothing but knowledge and information for you. But in that case of the matter, it all depends on how, like I said, how people use it. You don't want to express it to where, you know, how New York City has it right now, where everywhere you turn around is a smoke shop, people selling weed. 97% of the shops, they're not getting organic weed or clean weed. This weed sometimes has been sitting in farms in LA and Denver and Sacramento and Florida for 6-7 months. And the fungi starts to come up on the marijuana and you guys start to think it's za because it looks white. No, that could be fungus.
Yeah. Okay. It's true. Like, okay, so this brand is like, I would say anchored in New Orleans, Louisiana. And like, I went to New Orleans last year and I was like walking down the street, Bourbon Street or whatever. And I'm like, it's just weed everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be like, you got that gas. And I'm like, no, you got it. Like, so yeah, marijuana is definitely a part, especially I think I can say this really here on Black culture, but I have also, like, I would call it an intelligent smoker, like Barack Obama. Like, I started smoking in college to help me write this degree. So it really does mean something different. It is my kind of best friend. I say that line all the time. But I'm trying to just open up the space for people who may be wanting to become a stoner or a smoker, but they already think that they're going to be labeled as something. You know, we're trying to, like, take away the stigma, take away the labels, and just talk about weed more openly in this kind of format. Moving to my next question, though, do you think health professionals should advocate more for weed usage and mental health patients?
Yes, there's a lot of positivity in just marijuana. You don't have to smoke it. You can put it in oils. You can put it in food. There's a couple of cases where the United States were fighting against a couple of families that had kids with seizures, and the only thing that was saving these kids was marijuana. The issue was that at the state they were in, marijuana was illegal, which kind of caused the family to now get up and move to a state where it's legal for them to save their son. So when it comes to health professional and mental health advocates, I say, yeah, they should be able to advocate for marijuana. Because again, like I said, it depends on who you are and how you see it. Sometimes you can be in a perfectly good elevated state of mind. It could be another one where you could be sleepy. It could be another one where you could be intuitive into a conversation. It all depends on how, like I said, how they use it and how they explain it to you, where it can take you to where you need to go.
Absolutely. Like other drugs in general, you take something for your eyes, you take something for your throat, you take something for your
You get a headache, you take an Advil. Your stomach
stuff.
hurts, you drink Pepto-Bismol.
Marijuana is very much that. You can take different kinds of marijuana for different stuff. I love it. All right, moving more into your business, personal life. You say you're going back to LA, you got a clothing brand. If you could write yourself a check for any amount right now, how much would it be for?
$2.2 billion.
2.2?
2.2.
Is there a specific reason for that number?
Yes, because once I partnered with my brothers here at Fronto Empire, I started to educate myself not only on marijuana, but also on the tobacco industry. The tobacco industry is a $916 billion industry. So 25% of 1% of that 100% is $2.2 billion. So if me and my brothers, again, I'm going to keep shouting them out, Fronto Empire, if we can get at least 0.25% of the tobacco company, that's where I would write myself that check, like, yo, bros, we made it.
Word, that makes sense. How would you describe the difference in culture now that weed is legal, and let's say Brooklyn now versus cities like Denver and like where LA, Crenshaw, places like that where it was legal already, you know, but like versus like Brooklyn.
Well, the thing is that the only thing that changes the conversation within New York, in any city in the United States, is the fact that it's now legal. Because before it was legal here, we was doing it in New York City. I know people that were doing it like in countries that you're not even supposed to smoke weed, where you could get arrested and probably killed. So the only difference that I see now is that in New York City is legal. The problem I see with that is that now you have these cold shops that have these marijuanas that you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know who grew this. You don't really know the back end of this. And it can really go left for you. And a lot of people don't understand. Like, I just not going to bring it up as a big situation, but I just got a call from a friend who went to a place and she got something and she ended up going home smoking, and the marijuana was not good for her and she ended up getting sick. And it wasn't a big deal, but it was just a fact of they told her it was this and it really wasn't. So it's just the dangers of, you know what I'm saying?
So you would say like Denver and like LA and stuff like that, because it's been there longer, it's like legal, but it's regulated to a degree. Whereas in New York,
regulated. But I would say it's only regulated in certain parts of Los Angeles. Like if you really derive yourself to like Hollywood, there's a lot of weed shops in Hollywood, which you're gonna pay a price. There's also cold shops in Los Angeles, down in everywhere you have. They're gonna always be cold shops. So. And it's not really much of a difference from here to them cities, because in Denver, when I went to visit, it was the same thing. I went to a weed shop inside of a gas station. So,
gotcha. So
it's not really that much of a difference. The only thing, only thing we catching up is to the law. But the difference is there is no difference, because the same thing we have here, they have there. Okay, so New York City just approved 50 more licenses for 50 more legal marijuana shops to come out and do
5 million, but yeah, I hear you.
Understandable. There's still going to be 250 Akis, and everybody else is doing the same thing. So
can't say Akis, but anyway, go ahead. Being a self-starter and an entrepreneur at a young age, what basic needs do you tell yourself you must need for survival? So before you can show up and be with your brothers at Fronto Empire, what is it about Frankito that makes you an entrepreneur?
Fact that you have to learn and understand where a business is not just a business. It's something that you have to be fully invested in, because anybody can go ahead and open a business tomorrow. That's not something that caps or anything like that. It's just the investment and the time. Not only the time, also you have to be able to see yourself and scale what you're doing within the
scale. I like that word.
So if you don't see your business scaling within 6-7 months and you don't have a goal nor a drive, then you're basically just wasting your time, just spinning in circles and circles and circles.
Do you like meditate? Do you like work out? What is your personal like mental for you to stay like not just going home and smoking weed right now, but trying to do something at Fronto Empire? Motivation? Vision?
Motivation is basically sitting down, talking like with my bros. We sit down, we have visions, we have meetings, we conversate. There's things that I'm not going to tell you, oh, we all agree on this. There's stuff that two of us could agree on, one of us would agree on with the other. But it's all the understanding that we all have a end goal to what we want to see Fronto Empire on. Even though we might have
the same way. I like it.
Even though we might have different scales of the vision to where we want to get it to, it's just the fact that at the end, we all see the same end goal.
Okay.
Because like everyone is their own world.
Yeah.
You're gonna think of something different than me. Doesn't mean that we're not gonna all get at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I like that answer of like seeing the end goal together, because that's like a big thing in relationships. But I don't think people think about that in business partnerships as well. To be like just gotta see the thing, you know what I mean? We gotta go the same direction. I think me and my partner Perky, it's like very much that. We don't know, but we know we both want to go at the same place. So it's like, all right, we'll just keep going together. Moving on, being a boss had to change how your friends or inner circle perceive you.
The thing with being a boss is that it depends on who calls you a boss and what they see it as a boss. Nothing really makes you a boss. Everybody is a boss of themselves.
Cool.
So it's
heard
just,
that one.
So the changing of the friends is like, it doesn't matter if I was a boss, if I was a worker, you were supposed to be my friend no matter what. So when it comes to certain conversations like that, it kind of makes you feel like your success is their failures, which is kind of awkward to say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, and again, not taking nothing from anybody, but different people, you're going to lose friends and you're going to gain friends. And
gain ones. Right.
Right, you're going to gain different business relationships, business, everything changes as you grow. We're not all going to be kids sitting in the same playground every day, because then there's not going to be no acceleration and no success for us to be together in this circle, just keep doing the same thing. What are we, in a rat race? No.
What are we, in a rat race? All right, final question. What's the best strain you've had in the last month for our audience?
So I want to give a shout out to my brother City Gardens. I don't know if he's on. If not, I hope you watch this video. But my brother City Gardens
on YouTube.
So I'm gonna definitely send him the link. So he had a strain called Manteca. It was his own personal strain, which was pretty awesome.
Say it again. You said what?
Manteca.
Oh, you said something.
Then recently I just had some grape Gobstoppers, some papaya.
Slow down. So the first one that you said was what? Indica, a sativa, or hybrid?
Indicas. I don't smoke sativas. I rarely smoke hybrids. It's always indicas with me.
Okay.
So yeah, I can say I had a couple of different strains. I also had some that weren't great. So I don't want to say like, oh, the best of the best, but when it even comes to that, you can't really say it's the best, because you're always going to find something different.
Exactly.
Like, our mind is so intriguing and curious that you can't say it's the best of something, because you're always going to find something that's better than the past.
Right. But you're the type of person that would try, literally, once it's safe and everything that you said, you would try someone indica, not the other ones, but you try out everything or anything, like, to see what it is.
If it's clean, safe, and it's tested, lab tested, like, I have no problem at all.
Okay, well, that brings us to the end of our conversation. Happy early 420. Do you have any plans tomorrow by any chance?
Oh, so I was waiting for that towards the end. Oh, look who just joined, Positivity Vibing, who's probably going to be one of the champions tomorrow. So I'm having a 420 roll-up.
Coming to roll up.
It's a second annual event. Shout out to Positivity, who's been winning this, like, positive, like, she's been winning this back to back to back to back to back.
Word.
Yeah, she like the Mike Tyson of the rolling game out here. So we would be having an event tomorrow, 420 at 554 Howard Avenue. All we ask for you is just to show up. We will be having food. There will be some marijuana. There will be edibles. Do not show up with Fronto nor papers. We don't need you to do that. I'll explain to you why. I just showed you Fronto.
Mm-hmm.
I have it all here, man.
Oh.
We have papers, we have trays. I have exotic drinks. We have the TV for the game night. It's gonna be a movie. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you right now.
Now the hearts are going up. They wanted to see some shit. What you got back here? Cookies?
Shout out my sister. Shout out my sister Alex in the building. You already know much love, sister. Boom, 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 boom.
We're getting it lit. Well, you guys know I let the good times roll.
Again,
that's what the roll stands in mind.
So tomorrow, I got 420 event. Follow us at Fronto Empire at FRONTOEMPIRE. Link should be in our bio for the 420. Your sis, what's going on? Definitely hit me up on the phone. We got to talk, because I'm definitely hitting up out there. Okay. Sorry, Swagger Magazine, I'm taking y'all little live to shout out my sisters and my people.
What's
but again,
going on? Los Angeles, though. I get it.
Love
Everyone gets super excited in Los Angeles.
Shout out to my brother Z, my brother Dreddy, my brother Ross, fucking Fronto Empire team,
Person.
554 Howard. I mean, I want to shout out
so
my
much,
block.
Thank you for your time.
Everything. I want to shout out everybody that helped me make it here to where I'm at. Without y'all, we wouldn't be nothing. Again, 420, 554 Howard Avenue. Hit up Fronto Empire. If not, you can send me a DM, or you could DM Olive the Times Rose. She says she's gonna be here rolling up. We're about to see what she got. Peace.
I can't roll that girl, but I'm
be
gonna
safe.
be there. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you're gonna get high tomorrow, do it
Yes,
safely.
yes. Peace out.
Clean weed, and we hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.